Hi. So as you can see, I'm putting together a desk today, and the apartment is almost complete, or studio is almost complete. I just have a few things. I bought a bed skirt, and I put a bed skirt on. It hides all of the storage that I have underneath there. I have built 3 bookshelves, and I have unpacked. I have a ton of boxes that I have to break down. My plants have found their happy space, and as soon as I get my desk up, I'll be able to pretty much be done, put everything together, clean up, and then I'll give you a tour. So let me get back to work on this desk here. I even brought out my handy dandy, oh, there it is, my handy dandy wood glue because, you know, these are cheap desks, so if I can make it more stable in any way, I will. But I have this really cute chair that I had to order that I can't wait. Just to bring a little bit of splash of color. They're mainly neutrals that are here. You see the walls are white. It's a lot of blues and some, neutral tones, tans and things like that. So I bought a chair, and it won't be here for a while, but at least I'll have the desk, and I can use the stool until I get my chair. Things here in south of Anchorage, Alaska, tend to take a little bit longer when getting to town through Amazon. I hate using Amazon, but I could not find a chair, and the one chair that I found that was local was discontinued, and so I'm like, forget it. I'm just gonna order off of Amazon. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to work, and I'll be revealing my space very, very soon, by the end of this video actually. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Well, hello. Welcome to my home. It's a beautiful morning here in Alaska, but it's kind of cold out there. Come inside. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, I'm Angie, and this is Angel's Excursions. I lived full-time in my van, Peter Parker, for 3.5 years, and we did a lot of traveling around in that. I am a landscape photographer and a tour director. I am currently in this cabin. This is not my cabin. I am renting this cabin for the winter because I figure if I'm gonna live in Alaska, I need to see if I like the winters here in Alaska. I bought land a little over a year ago that I'm going to be developing, and I want to put a cabin on it, so I figured that I should rent a cabin to kind of see how it fits into the narrative of me doing it myself. I lived in Peter Parker for 3.5 years, but I lived in a car for about a year, and the transitions of it all. So I've traveled a lot of places, and I wound up here in Alaska. This place I love. I take people out on tours, and it has helped me to develop my landscape photography skills. So I have a business as a photographer, and I'm trying to just push myself to create and do things. But enough of me. Let's get into this wonderful tour. So right here in back of me, this is my workstation. This is where I edit my videos and do all the things right here. And I built this desk. So there are a lot of things. This place came, it was pretty bare bones. It has a small table. It came with the ottoman and like a chair. The bed is from Furnish Finders. If you haven't heard of Furnish Finders, it's from furnishfinders.com. I found this wonderful cabin, and so I have kind of bought things and built things and put it together to give it that feeling of home that I need. And so I built this chair. I'm so proud of myself. I built this chair, the table, the desk area itself. So the desk is just so that I can work and have a different space from being like either sitting in a chair or sitting in my bed and doing work. So this is a very small space. It's only about 450 square feet. So pretty small space. So tiny living. And this desk allows me to be able to do the things that I need to do on a daily basis. Hi, just wanted to pop on and say, if you're liking this cabin video, please hit the like button. And if you're liking my channel, make sure you subscribe. That way it puts me into the algorithm. Thank you again, everyone, for your support, and back to the video. Welcome to the kitchen area. So it is very small. So a little tiny refrigerator, which I have full. It is so funny that I lived in a van for so long that I had like the tiny refrigerator, and now I can like literally buy all the things I need and put it into a freezer. This is like the little simple things that people who live in homes take for granted, that we as nomads and like vanlifers and nomads, how we are just like, okay, we just have this little bit of space. And so now I'm like, oh, what else do I need to put in a refrigerator? What else do I need to put in a refrigerator? But yeah, I love this little space. There's not a lot of cabinet space, but that's okay. I do have the microwave, and then I just put like all the things that belong, that I'm going to be using, as far as like my teas and my hot chocolates up there. And then I have all of my dishes that are on the shelf here. This is the sink. It is a pretty deep sink. And because it has the smaller space on it, the dish rack sits inside the sink, but you can also put it across the sink. And then, of course, I have my cabinets here, and all my cabinets are just, you know, storage stuff. I also keep my pots and pans down there as well. What I really like about this place is it has a gas stove, which I love. So it has the gas stove, and this right here is where I keep all of my food in the cabinet. I can't reach that. I'm very short, so I bought a chair, a stool, I should say. So then I can be able to climb up here and grab the things that I need out of the cabinet with no problem. But yeah, very small space, which is perfect for this little tiny cabin. So I have put together also a little cabinet in which I put all of my canned foods and some of my jar foods and snacks and just little things, that appliances I've put on top. And that is just so that I can have a little bit of extra space, and I can do it in a way that makes it aesthetically pleasing when you come in and there's just not a lot. Because in the small space, it's just really easy to get it, for it to be cluttered and then it being overwhelming. So I have put together a lot of bookshelves and things to add to the space so that it gives more of a cozy, homey-like feeling, and it doesn't overwhelm me with clutter, because I can't stand clutter. Now let's look at the open space of the area, and I'll take you into my living room slash bedroom slash dining room and get you acquainted more with my home. Here is my dining area slash juicing area slash anything I need to do that has to do with the kitchen or a project. I can do it right here at this little table. It has a chair that pops out like a little stool that I can sit down in and be able to do all the things that I need to do here. And I really love that the owners thought about putting something like this here, because it really helps to keep the space kind of still open, and you can hide the chair away, which I really love as well. And then my living room. So here's my living room, guys. In the living room, I have this little reclining chair that I absolutely love. So I can sit here and I can watch television. I actually have some tray tables that I can sit and watch TV and eat without having to go into the kitchen or the dining area. All right. Well, this is the extension of the living area. As you can see, it's a pretty open layout here. There's my bed. It's a queen size bed and it's pretty comfy. Can't complain. Better than the bed that from the room I rented over the summer. This is where all of my clothes are at. I don't have a lot of clothes because I lived in a van and I just have the necessities, I think, and I still think I have too many items, but I have this armoire cabinet and it holds all of my clothes. And then as you can see in the background, I have the television, and then I built these cabinets to give myself a little bit more space to be able to put my books in, which I have accumulated a lot of books over the past 3 years. I do try to give them away when I can, but I like to read, so I have a lot of books. So this is the open space area. I created an area that is going to be streamlined, so I have all of my art supplies and my books and my camera collection, so many different things that I really love and love to get into. I figure that I can play my record player in the winter time and I can just cozy up and listen to some really good music while I create some art and think about the projects that I want to do for photography for you all for this channel. The space here is, like I said, it's pretty small, and I kind of am used to that, so it's just very cozy and very home-like to be here. And I'm able to actually see the changes in the weather, because this time last year I was heading with a friend in my truck down to the lower 48 where I spent the winter. So this is going to be very different, me being here in Alaska for the winter to kind of see. And I'm excited and nervous at the same time, but I know it's going to be a wonderful journey and a great experience, and I'll be able to tuck myself away and work on painting and photography and just doing some things that I have been wanting to do, get a lot more reading in, some audiobooks, and I plan on working on my health while I am here this winter, as far as with me juicing more. And I'm already a pescatarian, so I only eat fish and veggies, but I need to streamline that and try to cut a lot of the extra fats and things out of my life. But also want to dive a little bit into baking, maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided that yet. I'm not as savvy in the kitchen as my good friend Bex from Out Sinking Rainbows is, but or Louie, her daughter from Adventure Time Louie, they're both so good in the kitchen with creating things. But I am just really excited to be here. But let me show you the bathroom situation. So right behind me here, that is the heater, and it has that fan, so the heat comes out, and then the fan pushes the heat out into the rest of the space, which I think is brilliant and amazing. I don't need a lot of heat right now. The windows, I've been testing the windows. It's probably about 70 inside right now, and it's a comfortable 70, and I've been touching the windows to see, because it's like 29 outside in the mornings, right? So I'm just touching the windows, kind of trying to see if I can feel the cold coming through, but I do not. This is a really great put together space, and I'm so glad that I'm able to share it with you. But let's get into the restroom area. I hope you can hear me because I have the fan for the bathroom on to get better lighting. But basically it's just a bathroom. It has a nice shower with a rain, with the waterfall or the rain shower head inside of it. This is my storage cabinet here that I just keep all of my extra things inside, like tools, my camping gear is in there, like my travel bags inside of here as well. I keep like cleaning stuff in there. And this little shelf here is really cool. I was able to like put my towels and, you know, toilet paper and things like that here. But it's just a really small space. Very, very small space, but there are things that I am very excited about. This space has a washer and a dryer inside the unit, so I don't have to try to find a laundry place, because I can just do my laundry right here inside of the cabin, which I think is absolutely brilliant and amazing, and I appreciate that my the owners of the cabin thought about things like that, because there are other cabins I looked at and they had there was no washer and dryer, and some of them were even dry cabins where you had to go outside to use the restroom, and I'm not with that. I am an outdoorsy girly, but I just don't see myself sitting on the toilet outside in the outhouse or walking out to an outhouse in the dead of winter, because yeah, that just doesn't sound appealing to me. So I really do love that this is like a real apartment or a home space, and it has all of the things that I need to be able to live my best life. This space has a restroom. I mean, a restroom.